I hear whistling, which is creepy. That was the most aggressive whistling I've ever heard. It was so loud. I wonder if you could actually hear it down here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing our February favorites, and I don't have that much, kinda, I don't know. Plus I have a bunch of books. As usual for my monthly favorites, I do the books at the end in case you're curious as to what I've been reading, because I love to read, as you guys know. I've been reading about a book a week since the beginning of the year. We have lots of great makeup to share with you, all of which I'm wearing on my face today, and just some really great stuff to get into. So if you want to see all my favorite beauty products from the month plus some books, then just keep watching. My first favorite this month would have to be the Gucci lipstick that I picked up. These are new. You can pick these up at Sephora if you're in the US, and if you're like me and don't have these on your Sephora because I'm in Canada, I actually got this online on the Gucci website. So if you're curious where to get it if you're in Canada, you actually have to go to Gucci yourself or pick it up online. At the time, they did have free shipping, but I don't know if they do anymore. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is absolutely stunning. I'm obsessed with the packaging. It has some weight to it. I got 103 Cheryl Beige, and you guys know how I feel about beige lipsticks. I'm wearing this on my lips right now. This is like the perfect color. I've been looking for Dose of Color Sand in a lipstick formula. This is fairly close to that kind of family that I like, a little more cool tone than Sand. Sand is more neutral. And I just love beige tones for a nude lip. I'm so happy with this color. I should be for $49. I treated myself to this and I absolutely love the color. The formula is beautiful. It's the matte version and I just can't get over the color. Like it literally is my perfect nude. So I had to mention this first because I am obsessed with this lipstick and I know I'm gonna get so much use out of it. It's perfect. That's all I can say. It's literally my perfect beige tone nude. My next favorite is the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. And I'm so happy to the subscriber who put me onto this, who said I would like it. So I did pick it up and I am obsessed with this. So for a daily wear, I just wear mascara. I don't wear false lashes on it every day. I just wear them for videos to, you know, make my eyes pop. For an everyday, I love this mascara. Has my favorite shape of a wand. It has that hourglass shape, which you guys know I absolutely love. Those are my favorite kind of brushes, and the formula is beautiful. It really does lift up your lashes, which I think is perfect for every day. It just gives you that wide eye effect. If you're looking for a new drugstore mascara, I highly recommend this one. It's really, really great. I purchased this on Amazon and then it did come in PR, so I have another one, which is going to be awesome because I love this. So this is my current favorite everyday mascara. And then I have been loving the MAC Glow Play blushes. I'm waiting for another color to go on the Sephora Canada website so that I can purchase that. But I still have the 4 received in PR and I am wearing That's Peachy on my cheeks today. I will swatch these all for you. They are a lightweight formula. They have this awesome bouncy consistency. You can see you can actually imprint your finger in it. It's the most beautiful sheen to your cheeks. Like I'm not wearing any kind of highlighting product on my skin. I'm fairly matte minus this blush. So that's the only thing giving me the glow. And this is it swatched lightly on my hand. It's just such a pretty color. I've been using all these colors. If I were to pick one, I would have to say my favorite is Grand. They give just a beautiful glow to your skin with some color, and it's super comfortable, easy to apply. I personally like to use a dual fiber brush just to put it on my cheeks, and that's the best application. You can use your fingers, but I honestly think a brush with this specific formula is a little bit better because it disperses it super evenly and just perfectly on the skin. And those blushes are a permanent product from MAC, which is awesome because if you're like me and you hate falling in love with something limited edition, I'm just so happy that formula, which is really beautiful, is permanent. Thank you, MAC. And then my next favorite, which will come as no surprise to you guys because I've been talking this up, is the YSL Soufflé d'Eclat Powder, and I got the shade 2. This has a good amount of product in it. It reminds me of my Hourglass powder, which I love. This does have a little bit more coverage. It has that sheen to it, which I like. This is a more pink tone. And it doesn't leave you flat. It's hard to show you a powder on camera, but it doesn't leave you flat. It just sets everything beautifully, plus gives you a slight glow to your skin, which I really like. So this doesn't emphasize my pores or texture. I can use it all over my face and it just looks good on my skin. So I have been really loving this powder. I can already tell that product is going to be in my 2020 year roundup. I can't see me falling in love with another powder like that. A lot of these products, really. Let's see at the end of the year if my February favorites make it there, because these first few products, they are incredible. I bet you right now they're going to be in my 2020. You wait and see. The next product I have is this 146 Concealer Perfector brush from Zoeva Cosmetics. And I just thought, what company was it? I saw another company put out a brush. Was it Huda Beauty? Who had a brush? It's gonna bother me. No, it wasn't. It was Pat McGrath. And I saw that brush after this one. This is from Zoeva. Pat McGrath obviously is more expensive, but it's just crazy that they both came out with a similar shaped brush. This one is gonna be cheaper, and I absolutely love the shape of this. So I know I probably would love the Pat McGrath too, but I got this one first, and it's just the perfect shape for concealer under the eyes. Like, I don't think I've found a brush with a better shape for concealer than this one. Perfect density, it can really buff out your product, and I am just obsessed with this brush. So this took me by surprise. I still actually haven't tried the Zoeva concealer, but I have tried the brush and absolutely love it. So this is my go-to concealer brush right now. And if you saw the Pat McGrath one, they have one from Zoeva. So maybe you want to check this one out first. It is going to be a cheaper option for you. This product took me by surprise. If you keep up with my PR hauls, you would have seen me initially swatch this and be like, this isn't going to work for me, because the initial layers of this had no really scrubby action to it. Let me tell you what it is before I get too far. This is the Buxom New Lip Scrub. Looks like this. There's something about the balm that's in this that really helps my lips. It's not just the scrub to this, which I feel you could get anywhere. It's the balm part. So as you can see, this actually bothers me looking at this, like all those little dots. Anyways, apart from how it looks, because I don't want to look at it, it is really good at scrubbing off your lips, but the balm part that it leaves behind is super smoothing and nourishing to the lips. I just kind of let it set on my lips and then eventually just wipe everything off. So I have been really enjoying this, and if I didn't actually put this to use and really get off those top layers, I wouldn't have known how good this was. So don't let the initial application fool you. There's definitely a ton of scrubby things in there once you get past the initial layers. So I have been really liking this. If you're looking for a good, not only exfoliator, but a balm with it that really helps improve your lips, I would recommend this. It's been working out fantastically for me. And then the last thing I have is from Urban Decay. And this is the Stay Naked Threesome, and I believe they had these out previous. I have fell in love with this, and I don't believe it is a new product. They just kind of repackaged them and came up with additional colors, I believe. But I am in love with this formula. The only thing I don't like is that how they can easily kind of go into each other, which is, I have to mention it because it does bother me, but the formula, if you can get past that for all of them, is amazing. I love the bronzer. That's what I'm using on my skin today, and in my crease for my eyes. The highlight I love. It is a beautiful highlight. It almost reminds me, it reminds me actually a lot of my Charlotte Tilbury highlighter in my Film Star Bronze and Glow palette. That kind of texture and how it looks like on the skin. It's a beautiful highlight. Obviously going to be more affordable than that. The bronzer in this is warmer than that Charlotte Tilbury, but it's a good option if you're looking for something similar to that. I just talked about that product and an old products that still wow me, but just looking at them side by side, they both remind me of each other. And then this blush is beautiful. I'm not wearing that today because I'm wearing the MAC, but I've been using that on an everyday just for a bright pop to my cheeks because you guys know I love my pinks. And it's just a perfect little palette for me. They do have other shades. I have the one that's naked, and I've been really loving it, apart from how they can potentially mix together. But I had to mention it because the formula is top notch. And then one thing from the balm that I fell in love with too, they came out with lashes, and I actually think they're amazing. I've shown both of these in tutorials, so you can go check those out. But probably my favorite once using them was the Starstruck or I just love that look I did with those lashes. But they are so beautiful. They look like faux ink lashes. They have that multi-dimensional look to them, and they are, I think, about $8 a pair. You can get them at Shoppers Drug Mart or wherever you have the balm, and I'm so happy when companies come out with lashes. I feel like MAC needs to come out with some faux ink lashes because their lashes need an update. And some drugstore companies like L'Oreal and Maybelline, you're sleeping on the lash scene. You got to come out with some lashes too. Then my last makeup product, then I have a fragrance, and then my books. I actually really been loving the Tati Beauty Blendiful, and I think I have a dupe for it, but I need to truly test it out for you guys before I share it with you. But as of right now, I have been really enjoying this. Clearly, I need to clean it. That's the only thing that I don't like. It's one of those things like sponges I'd want multiples of, but I think I found something that I can use in replacement of this. I'll keep you guys updated on that. If you've been curious about my thoughts on the Blendiful, I did use it in a tutorial and have been using it since, and I really like it. It really does blend your makeup in better than a brush, a sponge, because it doesn't absorb as much. It just really smooths everything out. Even if you didn't initially apply stuff with this and just used your regular products but just went over it and smoothed it out, I think is really useful for that. Or if you bake, I think it's perfect for that. So I have been really loving that. Just had to mention that, and potential dupe coming your way. And then for my fragrance, this is like my 2020 fragrance, I would say, because I think I've been using it since January. Pretty sure. I have had this for a bit, but I have just been really using it a lot lately. I'm making quite a dent just in the past couple months, and this is the YSL Libra fragrance. I don't even know how to describe it, so I'm not going to bother, but it's perfect for me for winter time. Like, it's a deeper scent for me. I will throw up the notes because it can never be like, I pinpoint this and that. I can't do that. It's just, it smells like a good, sophisticated, cozy. I'd call this cozy. That's how I would describe it. So if you're looking for a nice cozy scent that smells sophisticated, I'd recommend this YSL one. So this past month, I have enjoyed 3 books. We have a war book that I just finished for World War II. It's called Lilac Girls. This was a recommendation from a friend, and if you liked Kristen Hanna's The Nightingale like I did, you'll love this book. So it's similar to that. And then I also really enjoyed 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That was a great book, different than other books that I've read, but I really fell in love with the characters in it. It wasn't what I was expecting. Let's just put it that way. I thought it was really, really great read, easy read for me, and one that I would recommend to you guys. It was 5 stars, so was Lilac Girls, and then Ninth House, which took me by surprise because this is totally different than anything I typically read. It's like a fantasy mystery type thing, but don't let that scare you. If you're like fantasy and I'm like, nope, not doing it. Because usually I'm kind of that way, but this was so, so good. I encourage you to read about it. I am waiting for the next part of that book to come out. As soon as I was finished it, I'm like, is there a second? Because I need to read more because I loved it so much. I got so wrapped up into it. The first maybe chapter, this is fantasy. This is something that I don't normally read, but I pushed through it and I just fell in love with the book. It hooked me. It was really, really good. That is going to be everything for my February favorites. I hope you guys found something that you want to check out, something you want to read. I have been really enjoying so many books. I have a couple on the go right now that definitely are going to make it into my March favorites. I've just been on a reading kick. A book a week is pretty good for me. And just all these products that I mentioned in this February favorites. I know we're going to be seeing a bunch of these in my 2020 roundup. I can feel it. Like, that's how good they are to me. Like, I had a good month. As always, let me know what you have been enjoying this month. If you have any book recommendations, anything like Ninth House, if you've read that too, leave them down below because I'd like to check it out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it so that I know to keep doing my monthly favorites. I know it's like an old YouTube thing, but I like to keep it up. They're not as popular as they once were, but for me personally, I just like to keep it up. I like to watch them. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so before you leave. I would love for you to subscribe. Let me know your favorites in the comments, as I said, and I will see you guys in my next video.